Today we're going to be looking at the Beretta M9 commercial pistol. I received this as a Christmas present for last Christmas. It's been sitting here in the box in the safe for about a week and a half now, since I've been so busy doing my appraisal thing. Business has really picked up and really busy. In fact, I just finished a report and now I've got a little free time to work on this. This was a gift from my lovely wife and the family, and nothing says Merry Christmas like a new gun, as you well know. So let's take a look at the box. This is the box it came in, and this is a M9 commercial, and it says M9 commercial, 9mm, and it comes with three 15-round LE magazines. I don't know if I think that's law enforcement, and I don't know if you can see that here, but it says for law enforcement sales only. Well, I won't say anything if you won't. So, and it's made in the USA, and it's got the California certified lock. Excuse me. So that's that. Okay, so I guess this would be technically a blue box, or a blue label gun, because it has law enforcement purposes or limitations on it, which is practically identical to the civilian ones anyway. So, but I digress. Okay, so I'll put the box over here. It comes with all our packing stuff. And we got our manual. Okay, and they'll give you the 92 FS manual. Alright. Join the NRA. Save $10, I guess. Here it is. Yep. And I'm already a life member, so I already vote. I'm a voting life member, so much for that. Let's see. The warning is provided in accord with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts regulations. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. And here, read the manual before use. Retract slide to see if loaded. Fires without magazine. You have purchased a replica of the Beretta M9 pistol. To ensure authenticity, the above warning mark has been transferred from the pistol to this card. Always keep this card with your firearm included with the pistol when it changes ownership or when it is loaned or presented to another person. So I guess if I go to the range and I hand the gun to somebody, I have to hand them this card, huh? Never saw that before. Okay, and this is the warranty, and it's in 4 languages. Let's see, Italian, English, what was that? Spanish and French. Okay. Alright, let's see. That box is tight. Alright, now let's take a look and see what we got inside. Okay, we've got our crush cup, and that's to prevent the case falling in on itself, I guess, or to give it more strength. Okay, here comes our lock, and that's a cable lock, and that's going to go in the cable lock box, because I've got a safe. Alright, comes with 2 other magazines, so 3 in total. It comes in this nice little bag, and it says PB caliber 9 para, made in Italy. So these are good factory magazines. Okay, so we'll put those aside. And here's the pistol itself. It comes in our blue packing bag. Put that aside. It comes with our little tag here that says carried by the U.S. Armed Forces. Unfortunately, that's however not true any longer. As of last year, they've adopted the M17 version of the 6-hour P320, and I understand now that that's actually being issued to troops. So these are going to be going the way of the 1911 and for history. But I always wanted one, and they were always kind of a little on the expensive side, you know, $600+ usually. And now I guess since they've lost the contract for the Army and the military, they have been going down in price steadily, and I picked this thing up for $499 with free shipping and no tax, delivered to my FFL here in Dubuque, and you know, I couldn't pass it up, because I think it's just the cool factor on this gun is way, you know, is off the charts. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if you grew up in the 80s and you saw Die Hard and the Lethal Weapon movies, I mean, this was the star of the show, you know. I mean, who couldn't love a Beretta, you know? It just grows on you. And we're going to take this little tag off and keep that. I like to keep everything that comes with my guns. Oops, that didn't work. Let's see if we can get this off. There we go. Okay, so we'll take that and save that. And we'll put our case over here. And this is the pistol. And it's got some oil on it. And it's got any fingerprints. I did look at it. Honest to God, I did look at it before. You know, I put it in the safe for a couple of weeks because I was so busy. But it's beautiful. I mean, there is just something really beautiful about a new Beretta. Let's check it to see if it's unloaded, which it is. Let's drop the magazine. Okay, so here's our 3 mags. 1, 2, and 3. And there's what it looks like from the top and from the side. And I'm going to kind of get all the packing oil off of it. I use an old sock here. And let's take it apart. So it's really cool. So, and the decocker's right here. And we've got that. And to disassemble the pistol, this is going to press this button here and twist this down here, and there we go. Okay, there's our receiver. And this is not a captured spring, so we have to be careful when we take this off of here, the guide rod, I mean. It's not a captured guide rod. So those come in 2 pieces. And this is made out of plastic. And you may ask yourself, why are they using plastic guide rods on guns? Well, from what I understand, plastic has a better ability to absorb and control and contain oil than metal does, you know, and it actually adds to the life of the spring and the gun. That's what I understand, you know. Beretta's been making guns for almost 500 years. I think they know what they're doing, so I'll leave it to them to decide what's best for their pistols. All right, let's get this. And here's the slide. And this is an American-made gun, and it has all of the quality that you expect out of the Italian gun, from what I understand. So it's got a little different system here. It's not exactly your typical Browning tilt barrel. It's a little different. And it's chrome lined. It's got a nice ramp on there. And there's a couple of stamping marks on here. Proof marks. And that's our barrel. And I'm going to take a look here. It's very clean, so well, there might be a little dirt in there, so they must have test fired it. So that's that. And here's our slide, and the machining on this is just beautiful. I mean, it really, really is nice. You know, I mean, they've done a very, very nice job. I'm gonna get my notes over here, and when we reassemble it, we'll talk about the pistol itself and the differences between that and the 92 FS. So there, our spring, and there is our receiver, or lower, or whatever you want to call it. And this is the actual part of the gun in the United States, because it's got the serial number on it. And everything looks really good. Something really beautiful about a new gun, isn't there? So let's put it back together. And we'll put the barrel in here. Okay. Good. Okay. There's our spring. I think we're okay there. Put it in here. Put that in there like that. Okay. And all we're going to do is slide it back on the... Well, let's put a little oil on it, just to... because I like to oil things. A little ram oil. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Here. And here. Okay. Still learning the gun myself, so. And then we see here. Okay, there we go. Put that back. Okay, so far so good. And what am I doing wrong? Oh, did I put this slide back? Yep, not all the way in. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's a new gun for me too. Here we go. So let's get that tag out of here. Okay. So there we have it. It has a 2-dot sight system. So this is the M9. Yeah, you can see it there. It's got 2 dots, and it's like they call it the snowman. You put the top ball of snow on top of the second ball of snow there, and you line it up. And I haven't shot this yet, but I'm kind of eager to see if there's something to that sighting system. Okay, it has front and back checkered hand grips, or firm grips from what I understand, and that allows for a better grip on the gun. The magwell has been aggressively internally beveled according to the website for Beretta. And let's see. It also has these hex screws instead of flathead screws that you would see on the 92 FS. Some of the parts are plastic. The trigger is actually plastic, and this safety decocker is also plastic. Now I understand you can swap those out for metal ones if you wish, and you can probably get a metal guide rod, but I don't know. If it works, it works, you know. So, I mean, I'm not one of those kind of weird purists where everything's got to be metal on a gun. Most guns today are mostly plastic, actually. It's heavy. I mean, this gun is heavy. I mean, it's up there, and there's got to be a very, very reduced amount of recoil with this pistol, shooting a 9mm out of this heavy gun. So, but we'll see when we get out to the range. It's been freezing cold out here in Iowa the last couple of weeks, so we'll wait for it to warm up a little bit before we go outside and shoot it. So that's our M9 commercial Beretta pistol. Get them while you can. I think they'll probably still be making them. They'll probably be making them more, and I would imagine the price is going to come down a little bit if since the government has actually canceled their contract for the military, and now we can worry about the 6-hour and see if we can get one of those next time. But I would say these are great guns. One thing about Berettas, they have the smoothest slides. I'll tell you, nobody does smooth slides like Beretta. I mean, it is a very high quality gun. I mean, I think quality-wise, I think they're as good as anything out there. HK, SIG, whatever. I mean, it's just a well-made gun. I mean, they really, really care about what they're doing. So, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.